How's everybody today? Good. It's great to be back. Certainly looking forward to the challenges of the season. We spend quite a bit of time as a family at the lake, and it's great to renew relationships and be able to spend time with your family. But with Miss Terry, it's also, when you're working for her for 3 weeks, it's good to get back where somebody will take an order from you. So I'm glad to be back to work, and we're looking forward to the season. The passion and positive energy that the University of Alabama has shown in the last 2 years certainly has contributed to a large degree to our success. Our fans have been outstanding. We have a great administration, and Dr. Witt has done a fantastic job of making the University of Alabama one of the premier public institutions in the country. Mal Moore has set the table very nicely from a facility standpoint to help us be successful in recruiting and have all the things that we need to have a successful program. You can't really predict what any group of adolescents is going to do in terms of a football season, and I know you all spend a lot of time trying to do that, but it's very difficult to predict, and that's why we always sort of try to focus on a process of what we need to do to help our team reach its full potential. Things like togetherness, team chemistry, supporting one another, respect and trust, the kind of leadership that goes along to develop those types of things, the positive energy and attitude that it takes to affect teammates in those areas, the responsibility for your own self-determination so that everybody can go do their job. When I worked for Bill Belichick, there was only one sign in the building. It said, "Do your job." And it was it was for everybody, the janitor, the secretary, the personnel people, the players, the coaches, the manager, the equipment man, and it was clearly defined, and everybody's will to that commitment to do their job, determined to a large degree the success of the organization. And certainly the work to dominate the competition is a really critical factor of that. So all those things are things that we've tried to focus on with our team to develop the kind of leadership in these principles and values, and have the role models, the buy-in, the commitment to these principles and values, and the vision of the future of the organization, and the personality to inspire others to that vision that are going to be important to the success of our team this year.
Coach, for the second straight year, you're opening as a top 10 team in the Georgia Dome. My question is, based on last year, based on your experiences, does that help players in the off-season do maybe a little extra to get ready, knowing they're opening against the top 10 opponents like that?
I don't think there's any question about the fact that when you have a challenging opener, that the players sort of look forward to that. They're sort of more motivated in the off-season to the challenge that's upcoming. And we've had a good off-season. We've had a good summer. We had a good spring. Like all teams, we have our challenges in terms of personnel and people to opportunities that are created by people who, graduated and gone out of the program. But I think it certainly helps, you in the off-season in terms of your development. And when you play a team like that, I think it helps you prepare for the challenges later in the season when you play some very difficult SEC opponents. I think last year's game helped us learn how to play on the road, for example, because it was like a road game. I don't think anybody thought we'd go to Georgia and LSU and Tennessee and Arkansas and, win those 4 games in our league on the road. But I think playing that game early on helped us do that. And I think it would have helped us regardless of the result.
Still some work to do before the opener, but what do you like about this team right now?
Well, I like everything this team has done to this point. And I think that all the things that I talked about relative to the challenges every team has is critical to the development of this team. I think this team has a lot of players who have shown that they can play winning football in the SEC. But I think the inspiration is a little different this year than it was a year ago. Everybody was trying to prove that we could have a good team, and they were inspired by proving something. Last year we weren't the bullseye on anybody's schedule, but we're going to be the bullseye, quite a bit. And I think that challenge is you have to learn to deal with success, and you have to be motivated to be the best you can be to dominate the competition. And that's a little different kind of challenge. You know, it should be a positive challenge and an easy challenge, but the human condition does not always make that easy. And that's going to be the biggest challenge for our team. And I like what I see so far, but the consistency, you know, in that is going to be real important to our success.